Okay, I have got 10 chocolate bars in front of me, and I'm about to find out which one of them is the best. So first off, why don't we dig into this O. Henry bar right here? O. Henry, these have never really been my favorite bar. I feel like it's a little bit nutty, but let's give it a try. Okay, so immediately this bar is a little bit crumbly. It's not bad. I mean, you've got like a little bit of caramel in there with the chocolate. I feel like the whole peanuts, it almost seems to me like this bar wants to be like a healthy bar, like a granola bar. It's like, hey, we have peanuts. And yet it's got like caramel and chocolate all around. What would I give this chocolate bar out of 10? I might give this one like a 6 out of 10. Next up, let's try ourselves a Snickers bar. Snickers is like a go-to bar for me. I'm looking forward to it. I'm digging right in. Yeah, let's try it. See, this is similar to an O. Henry. You got some peanut, you got some caramel, you got some nougat. I just feel like the Snickers like nails the ratio way better. It's just an enjoyable chocolate bar. I'm gonna have to give this one 8 out of 10, the Snickers bar. So next up we have Coffee Crisp. Let's try this Coffee Crisp. Somehow this one feels more adult. I feel like it's because it has the word coffee in it. I feel like even in this is my coffee break. I'm gonna have a little Coffee Crisp. Definitely a little bit dry. You're not really getting this flavor, the sort of coffee flavor, out of any of the other chocolate bars. So it's kind of unique. You got like the wafers on top and bottom, and you've got all that like powdery, chocolatey, coffee kind of goodness in the middle. I think the thing that's working against this bar though is the fact that it's a little bit dry. So I'm gonna have to give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have Twix. Twix is just like, I don't know, this bar has been growing on me over the years. With the fun name and the golden wrapper, it just feels kind of like a prize. But what does the chocolate bar taste like? That one's also sort of got the wafer and the caramel. This one nails the ratio. It's not a big bar, there's not a lot going on, but they really like nail what they're doing. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Okay, next up is the Crunchie bar. The Crunchie bar, this was like one of my favorite chocolate bars growing up. It was Crunchie bar and Big Turks. Big Turks were my other favorites. Big Turks are not as common, so I did not include them here. If you want to see a video with me trying a Big Turk and telling stories about how I used to love that chocolate bar, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, let's try Crunchie bar. This bar lives up to the name. It is definitely crunchy. And I still just love that sponge toffee flavor. I liked this bar when I was a kid, and I like it today. I'm gonna have to give this like a 9 out of 10, the Crunchie bar. Next up is a Kit Kat. Kit Kat is an absolute classic. This is like one of the favorite chocolate bars in my household. My kids love Kit Kats. Let's give it a taste. I mean, it's also got like the wafers and the chocolate, really good ratio. A Kit Kat is a little bit like a Twix without the caramel. I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10. This is a lot of chocolate. Next up, we have the Aero bar. I mean, the thing about the Aero bar is like, it's just chocolate. It's just a chocolate bar. It's just the way they produce the chocolate, like they get all these like bubbles in it. So the Aero bar isn't as much about the flavor, though they have to nail a good flavor. It's more about the experience of eating the chocolate bar. They got it, no other tricks. Their trick is the bubbles. What I like to do with an Aero bar is I like to put a piece in my mouth and let it kind of like melt against the top of my mouth so that I can kind of feel those bubbles melt and pop. It's kind of like having like a chocolatey bubble wrap in your mouth. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have Caramilk. Caramilk is like, feels like prestige chocolate. This is a special one for sure. Caramilk. It's just two things going on. You got the chocolate and you got the pockets of caramel inside. But this is another chocolate bar where I feel like they've spent so much time like nailing the ratio. I'm gonna have to give this one a 9 out of 10. Next up, we have the Crispy Crunch. This is a chocolate bar that I've never enjoyed, and it's always been around. I wanna give this bar its fair shake. It's definitely crispy. It's definitely crunchy. There is no false advertising there. And the flavor's not bad, but it just doesn't quite work for me. I'm gonna have to give this 5 out of 10. And last but not least, we have ourselves a Mr. Big. This is another chocolate bar that I haven't eaten that much of, so let's see if I like it. It's crunchy, it's tasty. I feel like this chocolate bar is offering me nothing that I haven't already tasted in the rest of these bars. I don't want to be negative, but it kind of just tastes like a big chocolate bar. I guess that's why they call it Mr. Big, but like, it doesn't taste more filling, it just tastes bigger. I'm gonna have to give this one a 6 out of 10. The Mr. Big. All right, 10 chocolate bars tried, 10 chocolate bars rated, but which one of them is the best? I think for me, I'm gonna have to go with the Crunchie bar. This bar was like one of my favorite chocolate bars as a kid, and it's still a ton of fun to eat. It's not like an everyday chocolate bar for me, but definitely like eating a Crunchie bar for me feels like a celebration. So I'm gonna have to go with the Crunchie bar. But these are all great chocolate bars. I would definitely try any of them if they were the only chocolate bar around. What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite chocolate bar? One that you would have liked to have seen me try? Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys next time. Bye.